Hi, welcome to the Alleghany County Update. I'm Drew Temple, Assistant County Manager, and this is Michael Carter, our new County Manager.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you out there. Thank you for giving us time today. We have a good thought process that we'd like to bring back. I know this show has been accepted in the past. We're going to try to do a new and improved version. So Drew and I are going to tag this thing together. Right now we're going to cut back to Drew. She's going to give you guys an update on our last commission meeting. So Drew?
We met on Tuesday, January 21st at 10 a.m. First on the agenda, Tanya Thompson with Gold Killian, our auditing firm, gave the 18-19 audit presentation, which is available on the county website.
Results of your 2019 financial statement audit. An audit includes examining on a test basis the supporting amounts for the amounts and disclosures in your financial statements, inquiries, and other procedures using professional judgment so that we can conclude that your financial statements are fairly stated. So just some key statistics from your general fund. And remember, this is from FY19, ending June 30, 2019. Top revenues are your ad valorem tax revenues at $9.5 million, and that's an increase of $648,000 from the prior year. It's a 7% increase. Second highest source of revenue is other taxes, such as your sales and use taxes mostly. That was $2.5 million, which was a $162,000 increase from the prior year. We also have restricted intergovernmental revenues. These were $2.3 million, an increase of $393,000 from the prior year. In the other category there, the small purple category, 1.8, that consists of sales and services, permits and fees, investment earnings, those types of miscellaneous revenues. On this expenditure side, you can see where most of the county money is spent. In the general government's category, $4.1 million, which was an increase of $122,000 from the prior year. Next, we have public safety. Your public safety expenditures were $4.7 million, an increase of $866,000 from the prior year. Education spending was $2.95 million, an increase of $13,000, so mostly the same. Then human services were $2.8 million, which was an increase of $150,000. We have the other category, which represents your cultural and recreational spending, debt service, and economic and physical development, and other miscellaneous activities. But those are the main service areas where your dollars were spent.
Megan Edwards, Recreation Coordinator, gave an update on Davis Field and alternative tee box options for the disc golf course.
Mr. Carter, myself, and Mr. Beasley met on Tuesday of last week and went up to Davis Field and kind of looked around and talked about an option that would work for the county and the school. And what we came to the conclusion of was to leave Davis Field as is and order all portable fencing. That way, during the middle school season, they could have their 280-foot fence, and we could have two 200-foot fields in both the corners as proposed earlier, and just be able to take those fences down so that it wouldn't affect during the middle school season. They could still play their games there with lights. I spoke to Brian Norris this morning, who has kind of been a part of the disc golf since it was proposed, and he said that if there was a place that we felt like we couldn't reach as far as concrete went, then we could do. He said he's played courses that have some concrete pads and some grass pads, some gravel. He said you can do a mixture of things, that if we wanted to do the easily accessible ones concrete and then do the others as gravel or tamp dirt, then that would be acceptable, that there's nothing that states it has to be one way or the other. But I know a couple people, it's free, so it's not something that somebody has to come in and rent or anything like that. I know a couple people have put on the on Facebook the What's Happening in Sparta, that they've gone and played what holes are available, because right now we only have 11 of 18 baskets up. The course is not finished. We can't pour Quickcrete to set the other baskets at this point because of the temperatures and the rain we've had. It's just not been able to be done at this point in time. So the course isn't complete for me to say, hey, we've got an 18-hole course, come play. So I couldn't tell you how many people have actually been up there.
Karen Evans, Finance Officer, proposed a budget schedule. Those are public meetings, so feel free to attend. Nick Hawks with the Sheriff's Department presented 2 grant opportunities they're pursuing, which will be very beneficial to the county. As more information is available on those, we will post those on the website as well. We discussed the Second Amendment resolution. Michael, do you want to speak to that?
Absolutely. Over the last few weeks, we've certainly received a lot of comments and a lot of thoughts regarding the Second Rights Amendment. I think at the last commission meeting there was some conversation, there was some dialect, there were some individuals that spoke supporting that movement.
Says all counties attempt to pass resolutions supporting the Second Amendment. Encourage everyone to avoid the use of the word sanctuary. Our long-term goal is to show support for the Second Amendment, but to be successful over the long term, we must draw a clear distinction between sanctuary cities that protect criminal illegal aliens in the process of protecting Second Amendment rights. Sanctuaries for criminal illegal aliens are unconstitutional, illegal, dangerous, and illogical. The protection of Second Amendment rights is constitutional, legal, just, wise, and part of our birthright as American citizens. There are 2 different concepts. Surrey County, they choose to call themselves the Constitutional Rights Protection County. Ask that people consider the difference in these concepts to all contacts with media and Second Amendment advocates. As this process plays out in the coming months and years, I think it would help if we make clear distinction between jurisdiction that protects criminal illegals and a jurisdiction that protects Second Amendment constitutional rights. There's a difference there. Just wanted to throw that out there.
That's scheduled for our February 3rd next commissioners meeting, 6:30. It'll be somewhere high up on the agenda. We're anticipating several people to come out and voice their thoughts on that. We encourage you guys to do that if you have the available time to do such. I think it'll be well received. Very excited about that opportunity. So I think something else that I want to mention real quick, Drew has mentioned a few times that we're posting things on our website. So if you've looked at Alleghany County's website over the past, we're working to make that a more transparent. We're trying to provide the citizenry with a better understanding of local government. We're going to be adding some things to that, creating links. So bear with us, but also check back with us, because over the next few months, we hope to make that website a more enjoyable and a more informative type website. So, Drew?
Michael has also proposed inviting other members of county government to join us. So just be looking out for those videos, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you guys. See you soon.